How I lost my virginity to a hooker.
Hello, welcome to the podcast. This is Not For Radio. We are your host, Duncan. Hi, Jay Reeve.
Yes, quite a bit on this. We're not going to muck around at the intro. We're just going to climb straight into it. It's a treat for you from us.
Massive thanks to our show sponsors, Classic Builders, House and Land Packages, Design and Build. They've been doing it for like 30 years. And thank you for supporting us. Enjoy the podcast.
Attention, snipers! Gear up and hold your positions. It's time to load up some war stories. Your tales from the front line, brought to life. Prepare to fire.
What happens when a 10-year-old tries to break the land speed record on a push bike? This from Luke. Hey lads, love the content. I thought I'd send in this one of my finest examples of childhood intelligence. When I was about 10, I really got into mountain biking. My parents, with the help of a very cool uncle, bought me a decent bike.
Cool.
And I spent loads of time riding around the Dolby Forest, which isn't far from where I grew up. So naturally, I didn't injure myself doing anything cool in a forest. Nope. I did it right into a mate's house on a perfectly smooth piece of tarmac road. My bike had one of those cheap little speedos that told you how fast you were going. So obviously my only goal in life became seeing the biggest number possible. Coming to the end of the road, there was this little side street with a traffic island. Flying along at what I believed to be warp speed, I realised a bit too late that the corners require slowing down. Hit some gravel, bike disappeared from underneath me. Now, if that had been the end of it, I probably would have walked away with a few cuts and bruises. But no. The bike slid into the curb mid-crash and basically turned into a pole vault. I got launched into the air and landed square on the next curb with my arm. Snap! After lying there for a few seconds wondering what had just happened, I realised nobody was coming to rescue me. My arm was completely numb. I couldn't feel a thing. Lovely. So I picked my bike up and pushed it 200 metres home and around the corner. Yes, I made it far, using my broken arm. When I got back, my dad was outside working on his classic V-dub camper. I said, Dad, I think I've broken my arm. He replied, it can't be broken, you just push your bike home. After a fair bit of convincing, he reluctantly took me to A&E. The doctors asked me to touch my ear, wiggle my fingers and bend my wrist. Thanks to a healthy dose of adrenaline and the fact my arm was completely numb, I managed every single one.
Wow.
My dad stood up and apologised to the nurse for wasting everyone's time and started walking out until they stopped him. Across the room was my x-ray on the screen, and even from where we were standing, you could clearly see a break and a partial fracture. Safe to say, he fucking sat back down. On the way home, the first thing he did was make a Facebook post. The type of response my uncles gave. Tell Luke, it's a good weapon. Ha ha ha, the cast. He's an Adamson, mate. Well, hard, don't cry. Nice one, Luke. Still makes me laugh to this day. P.S. My helmet had a dent in it and apparently smacked the curb as well. Even though I don't remember that part, it almost certainly saved me from a much worse injury. Wear your helmet, folks. And if you're going to crash, maybe don't do it on the second to last day of school. Cheers, you legends.
Well, we work with a bloke whose son has done that in like the day before school holidays start or the first week of school holidays. We literally saw him. He got this new electric skateboard, and I was like, fucking, that looks like a trip to A&E. And within 3 hours of saying that, posted up with a fucking full broken arm at the beginning of the holidays in summer. That sucks. And he broke both his wrists.
Yes.
Broke both of his wrists snowboarding. I mean, they're an active family. He's into fucking everything. Skateboarding, snowboarding, BMXing, mountain biking, whatever it is. He's into it all. And he's just...
It's 4 bones in like 9 months or something.
Yeah. He's got some miles on him. How many times, Benny boy, how many times have you broken?
I've broken my arm 4 times.
The same one.
But like it was like when I was little. But both times when I was little, it was my dad's fault. So I must have been like 6 or something. He was trying to put me on a flying fox that was way too big for me, and he was holding me and running up and down with it, one of those little ones. And then he goes, "You get to hold it," and I go, "No," and he goes, "Yes, you are," and let go, and I fell off and broke my arm.
Oh shit! He would have felt so bad.
And the second time was at one of those like indoor, Lollipops playlands or whatever, indoor playland, and he's just laxing there, probably dusty, having a coffee with his legs out like this. I just come running along, waste myself over his legs, put my arm out and broke my arm again.
Oh, man.
That's a you problem.
Yeah, that one's probably on me. And then the last 2 years that I'm still been off for, that's me as well, skating and then snowboarding in the same year.
Will you get any ongoing pain from that? Like if you're fishing, for example, you get a big kingfish on or something, you reckon that's going to hurt?
Yeah, definitely now it's a lot weaker. And the main thing I'm worried about is this nerve damage, getting my fingers moving again, getting the feeling back in them. Like this one's still completely numb, all up the side of my arm, and my wrist is numb still. So they reckon it'll fade back over time. But that's the most scary bit. It's way better than it was though. Before, all 4 of my fingers weren't moving properly, and I was going, "Oh, this is bad."
Yeah, I'm just
This
trying to
is a real issue.
just trying to figure out a bit of the bright side for you, the silver lining. Maybe you could earn good money in bars when you're in bars by getting a bit lighter and just lighting your skin on fire if you got no feeling.
That's true.
Like, who wants to smell pork crackling?
Yeah.
The smell's going to cost you
the most
$100.
unique hand jobs in the world. It's just like the claw.
Hey, as we head into the weekend, just a little piece of wisdom from Liam Gallagher of Oasis, and I feel like everyone should be aware of this because he's fucking on the money and it's a thing, and it caught up with me on Wednesday night.
The thing that does my note is people when they turn around and go, "You're coming out for the beer," and you go, no, I'm trying to be good, and they go, "Just come for one." What is the point of going for one? You know what I mean? They're just trying to pull the wool over your eyes, aren't they? You know what I mean? Whoever has one, I'm going to get up, put my clothes on, meet you in the boozer. All right, man, how's it going? Oh, your dog died. No, you got to listen to that, and then you have the beer, and that is it. If we're going out, we're going to go out. We're going to have 100. You know what I mean? 100. Well, one. You know what I mean? Or you're going to at least 10, aren't you? You know what I mean? Not going to 1. The thing that does.
Just filthy on the fact that the idea of someone going out for a singular beer. I must say, I agree.
I know, but I'm trying. So I'm trying to be better. We're away next week on a holiday, and if I don't have a reason to get up and
Oh, bro, you know what? Summer is a real issue for me.
if I don't have a reason to go to bed or get out of bed, I fucking just don't.
This is there's parts of summer where I go, I need to rein this in a little bit, otherwise going to work for a few hours in the afternoon is going to be bloody hard going.
Yeah, it's I'm not overly looking forward to it. I mean, I am looking forward to it. It's going to be great.
That reminds me, I've got a few boxes of some stuff to bring in for you, Benny Boy, in my garage that I'm not going to drink. You can have.
You know me so well.
Yeah, I reckon you've dusted those other ones we gave you for sure.
Oh, bro, that took me like 2 weeks.
Oh, you had a house party and they got mowed, eh? On that as well, so just a heads up, so we're away for 2 weeks, and if we're being completely honest, which we like to be on this podcast, feeling a little bit burnt out, so I'm very much looking forward to the holiday, and obviously there's heaps of you that listen to this podcast that are Sniper Elite and that are probably expecting episodes to keep dropping. That is kind of going to happen.
Yeah, and the other thing is too, you'd be going, well, fucking how hard is it? You boys who fuck all, there's only 4 episodes of a podcast a week. It's quite a bit of shit going on in our lives at the moment work-wise, so... It's been
5 radio shows a week.
Yeah, 5 radio shows, and there's a bunch of shit happening, which is all great stuff, and not complaining, but it does take its toll, taxes the soul. So
you can turn the brain off to recharge. Really, is what we're after.
And so there's a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of merch that was sampled by a awesome crew called CTT. They're based out of Bali, manufacturing across the globe. So if you are looking at getting some merch done, if you want to get something done for your company, or if you're wanting to. Even like they build currently, so we wear a lot of Brixton clothing. That's sort of, well, this is Brixton, for example. They are working with one of the co-founders of that, building a sportswear company at the moment. Like that's the level in which they operate. They can do shit for people like us, or they can go to the top tier and work with people like that. So we've got a bunch of samples that they sent through for some stuff that we were looking at running, that we're going to be giving away and to the Sniper Elite episodes as well.
So next week and the week after on Monday and Tuesday there'll be like a best of. With a bit of information about what we're getting up to as far as stone skimming goes. And then also there will be a one-off custom piece of Not For Radio merch given away on each of the episodes.
Yeah.
And then on Thursday and Friday next week and the following week, we will jump on and let you know which of the Sniper Elite episodes from weeks gone by that we're going to be releasing. So you can then search, you'll be able to search down through the feed and say it's number 432. That was behind the paywall. That will be then free for you to listen to. But we'll still release those episodes telling you what you need to do. But that's sort of where we're at. Also, as well, I mentioned stone skimming too. Just due to people being super under the pump here, we're now looking at getting a videographer locally in London for our first few days when we're in London. So if you like, there's budget, like it's a small budget, like you're just going to be hanging out with us basically for a few days, and then you'll be cutting together some clips for social media and stuff for the radio show and not for radio.
Well, it'll be filming of the live show that we're going to be doing in Liverpool, and then
that will be a set. That will be so we need two. So we need someone to follow us in London, and then someone to go on the second leg. That'll be Liverpool and the stone skimming.
Okay. So if you know anybody that does that sort of content creation, and there'll be no shortage of them, send through the links of your work would be the easiest way. Or if you've got an Instagram account which shows the sort of stuff that you do, then that would be greatly appreciated, and we'll start lining that up because...
it'd be good to get somebody that does that for a living or is pretty handy at it that listens to the podcast that gets the vibe, you know?
Yeah.
Because we could go like get a bloody contractor from over there or whatever, but if they don't know, you know, what we're about, we could make it a little bit spicy.
Make it pretty tough trip for
Hang on,
them as
you
well.
said this is a documentary. It fucking is, man.
Yeah. Oh, and on that update on the documentary, that's getting that'll be getting underway as well.
Oh, just to make it clear as well, you're not shooting a documentary.
No. This is shooting some basically just some fly on the wall social content stuff, which we'll just be uploading to the likes of Insta and
Benny boy, we have mentioned the fact that we're going to be doing a live show, but not where. And what's your ETA on locking that in?
The posters are being made. The club is locked in. We're going to be announcing it. Actually, while you guys are away next week, but at the beginning of next week, tickets will be going on sale.
Really?
I can confirm the date and the city.
Okay.
If you're happy with that,
Yeah.
Liverpool on the 4th, Thursday. Let me just double check. He says opening his calendar and going, is it? It's the 3rd. Yeah, see, like I checked.
I was going to say the 4th's pretty fucking close to the competition.
Yeah. Thursday the 3rd, Hot Water Comedy Club in Liverpool, live. Would it be your first international podcast?
It'll be the first international live. It'll be the first live recording.
Yeah, like internationally, I think.
Have we done one? I don't think we've done one outside of that. Anyway, it's going to be a bloody good time.
Oh, no, we did. We recorded Not For Radio when we were in the States.
Yeah, but like live.
No, you're not in front of an audience.
Yeah, in front of an audience.
There was just a couple of blokes pounding beers in a hotel room at 8 o'clock at night.
So this
with
time
the
it'll be
microphone recording.
a couple of blokes pounding beers in a comedy club.
With a whole bunch of other people pounding beers.
in a comedy club.
Yeah, so we there'll be a post that'll go up with all the details in the Snipers Nightmare Facebook group. Sniper Elite, you'll find out first, obviously, on Monday this coming week then.
That's right, yeah. We'll put it up there first. We'll give you guys a little bit of a pre-sale option, and then we'll make it available to everyone else after that. So if you want to get in there first and see the boys, sign up to Sniper Elite right now.
Right, Sniper Line, how much time we got working with here? We've got a little bit of time, mate. Yeah, great. I'm going to go to Sniper Line. There's a bit to get to. Speaking of stone skimming, here's one from Robbie on the Sniper Line. If you do want to send us an audio message, link in the show notes, click on the link tree there and it'll click a button. It just says, send us a yarn, like Robbie did.
Hi lads, how you doing?
Good.
I hear you heading up this neck of the woods for the Stone Skimming Championships in
Yes!
September. Getting yourself a wee bit of a Scottish tan. Fantastic. Listen, I happen to live just a mile and a half from where the event takes place.
Awesome.
I'm originally from Bannockburn, which is way down the road in Stirling. But if there's any local knowledge you guys need, with regards to transport, boats, best restaurants, places to stay, that time of year, etc., give us a wee shout. More than happy to help out. You guys, great proddy, love the lot of it, worked my way through it. I've been following you for years. Just recently subscribed the last couple of weeks. Magic, all right? So, like I said, stay happening and up the Glasgow. Waz. All the best, lads.
I'm pretty sure someone's going to be bringing us some Glasgow Warriors merch as well. So maybe
Is it Glasgow Warriors merch?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Wow, that's fucking awesome.
Robbie, you're awesome. Thank you very much for your kind message. Appreciate the support. Like that is just really magic to hear your voice and know that there's going to be a local for us over there.
And yes, the answer to that for the questions, I would love to know best places to eat, places to stay, transport options, and I'd love to buy you a beer. Fucking thank you very much, mate. Sniper Elite. My shout.
Man, as soon as the new Not For Radio credit card comes through, we're really going to have to book the bus. We're going to need to book
Everything.
the bus and the... Oh, that's a good point. Everything.
Yeah.
Let's,
Yep.
We do need to do that.
I got this, guys.
Yeah, no, you've got all the accommodation stuff being sorted, right?
Yeah. Leave it with me.
Yeah,
I got a few mates up there. You guys are fine with sleeping on a couch, eh?
Yeah. Jeez, that fills me with confidence.
Just a human centipede daisy chain of shitty little camper vans the whole way there, eh? Getting
Which
towed
would be
by a
weirdly
tow
quite
truck.
fun.
Yeah.
We've got one here from Anonymous about V plates.
Morning, lads.
Morning.
Going to keep my name out of this one for reasons that will probably become obvious when I start explaining the story.
Thank you very much,
Anyway,
Craig
here
McMillan.
goes. So I'm going to tell you boys about how I lost my big V card.
Okay.
So there's me, young buck, 16, meet a lass online, bring it back to my mum's place, obviously, and we get upstairs, we get going and whatnot. And then before I even get to pull off the snake skin at the end of the business, I look down and, the girl, she's all locked up and stiff as a board. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden, she rocks off, falls off the side of the bed from being on all fours. And I'm like, is she having a laugh? Starts fucking shaking, foaming at the mouth. And I'm thinking, fucking hell, I've killed her. And it turns out she was having a seizure. So, yeah, great way to lose your V card. Just a tip for any other blokes that this happens to. Don't tell your mates, because word gets out pretty quick. And no girl at my school would come anywhere near me for the remainder of my time there. So, yeah, that was sweet as. Context, though, she was all right. And at the time, I was a fuckwit, and I thought her blood sugar levels were low. And it was around Easter, so I fed her a load of fucking chocolate and called her mum to pick her up. But, yeah. All right, lads, all the best. See ya.
Is that one of those ones? Thank you for your message. Jeez, that's wild. Is that one of those ones where you can take medication and you don't have them as often?
Potentially, yeah.
So, okay. So
Crazy. It's crazy if you are having seizures. We had a relief teacher at school that would often have seizures when she was mid lesson, and it was fucking
did she
terrifying.
know that? Yeah, it would be. Would she know they're coming on?
No. Well, I think sometimes you do. You know, like
Start to feel a bit spacey.
But can someone smell popcorn? Yeah, no, it was none of that. She just fucking would just wig out.
Would she be like writing on the whiteboard and then just like drop to the ground and seizure?
No, it wasn't like a full on the ground seizures. It was just basically a full snap out, and she'd just start chewing on her tongue, blood in her mouth, all sorts of shit. It was fucking crazy.
Oh, the poor
for young
girl.
kids. Yeah, it was gnarly.
Yeah, it's funny because if you've never been, it's probably kind of good for you guys to all be exposed to that in a weird sort of way.
Oh, it freaked a lot of kids out, particularly because we weren't aware of it, and it had happened like I'd say in almost every time, and we're like, what brings these things on? And she's like, high levels of stress is what brings it on. I was like, you are in the wrong fucking profession if this is what happens.
What brings us on?
Yeah.
Jay?
Yeah. I wasn't even the fucking... Imagine that, if I'm not the naughty kid. I was at a funeral last weekend. A friend of mine's mother passed away, and I'm laughing about it, but this is not anything to do with her passing. So I ran into a couple of people. It was in basically the town where I grew up, with a small country regional town where I grew up. And I ran into somebody and was just making connection, as you do. Oh, whereabouts are you from? I'm from Tipuna. Oh, I'm from Tipuna. And she mentioned the person's last name, and I was like, do you know so-and-so? And this person was, and he was the naughtiest motherfucker I've ever met in my life. And so, how's this? We would learn how to do snorkeling. Everyone had that snorkeling module when you're like 12 years old. We'd go to the dive centre and learn how to like fucking clear a mask underwater and all this other stuff. He'd start smoking in the fucking changing rooms, and we were 12. And we're like,
gosh,
what the fuck? This is like an enclosed room, and he's just having a ciggy trying to pass it around, and we're like, no way. And then he held his arm up to spray his armpits, and then he's got full hairy armpits. I was like, this bloke's like a fucking man. Anyway, I was like, where is he these days? And they're like, And I was like, he's away, eh? Because I heard he went away. Like, when I was about 18, he had a dust up with a guy at the local pub and blew his fucking leg off with a shotgun in the car park. How's that?
Holy fuck.
Yeah, had a fight in the pub, went out, said, let's go. And then basically he's like, fucking come out here and let's go again. And he basically had a sawn-off shotgun at his side and it was nighttime. So the guy came running up to him and he just goes, boof. And the guy just fucking crumpled on the ground, tried to stand up and couldn't. And then put two and two together that his fucking leg was no longer there from the knee down. Just point blank blew his leg off.
Shit.
Yeah, so...
That's one of the more wild yarns you've told.
It was pretty hectic.
Yeah, you're right. It was.
But
Yeah,
he
but
was,
a really nice guy.
He was a really nice guy, fucking amazing sportsman. And he used to. There was this craze. Sorry, I'm getting quite nostalgic. There's this craze when I was sort of Form 2, which would be 12 years old, 1996ish, say. And there was a real trend where you would cut the seam of the outside of your pants and put a flare patch in it.
Yeah.
To create
Inserts,
yeah. And he was the fucking insert master to the point where he was doing it for people. He was so slick on a sewing machine. It was amazing.
Yeah, knew his way around a banana.
And six years after running his highly successful insert business, where he was making $5 a pair of jeans he was putting inserts into, he fucking blew someone's leg off with a shotgun.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What's the moral of the
That guy
story
only
there?
needs one insert now.
Yeah.
Do you reckon he'll do mates rates?
Pay your ticks. I don't know.
$2.50?
Should give it to him for free since he took his leg.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
I'm going to go to, speaking of fucked limbs, let's go to Zaniac.
Howdy there, fellas. Zane from Brisbane. Just thought I would give you guys a bit of a story, short one, while I'm stuck in traffic, as I'm sure you guys have given me many times throughout the years. Basically, I have a great claim of fame of probably being the only person that I know so far to break their arm on a treadmill. I decided, being a young kid, it was such a good idea to run backwards. Got up to pretty good speed. I'm actually quite proud of it. And unfortunately, my ego got the best of me, and I planted both my feet, launching off the treadmill and breaking my left arm. Now, I broke my funny bone and couldn't feel a damn thing, and all I could feel was my arm being numb. So I walked down to my dad, who was in the shed at the time with all of his friends, told him, yeah, I've broken my arm, Dad, it doesn't look too good, it's time to go to the hospital. Fortunately for me, my father was stoned, and I reckon it was probably one of the longest drives to the hospital it was. No pain meds, because it was broken. And aside from Dad having to try and remember what my birthday was and cycling through every one of my siblings, I think it turned out pretty well. Can't do archery now, though, so that's probably, unfortunately, a bad takeaway. But up the wires, fellas.
Fucking up the wires, Zane.
Yeah, it's
Just
great.
can't do archery, though.
Can't do archery. Are there any sport? Are there, like, you would be the same now, Benny? Can you draw back a bow, do you reckon, with your fucked arm? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking for sports you can't
I
do
mean, if
because
that's
you
the only downside, got off pretty lightly.
Well, the
like,
only-
how many
the only
situations
sport-
are you putting yourself into these days where you're going to need to fire off a couple of arrows?
Yeah, just having that taken off.
I mean, let's
you
take
know?
your mate we were just chatting about out of the equation.
Yeah.
And then I don't think there'd be many people that would be keen to fire an arrow.
He'd be fucking great in a three-legged race, though, wouldn't he? Just fucking hopping and just getting drawn forward.
Holy.
Snipers, reload. Another war story incoming. Eyes on target, scopes dialed in. Let's see who hits the mark.
Jay's doing some pre-reading. Here we go.
How I lost my virginity to a hooker.
Here we go.
Oh, no, I was going to tell you a story about myself. I'm kidding. This is from Anonymous. G'day, fellas. Benny Boy and the Mighty Westy Lee. You can tell this, you can title this story, How I Lost My Virginity to a Hooker. So buckle on up. I'm going to stay anonymous with this yarn because I've got friends that listen to this podcast and they don't need to know anyway. Into it, shall we? Let's go. I'm a male from the ages of 18 to 24 and I live somewhere between the area of Cape Reinga to Bluff.
Top of New Zealand to the bottom.
It's a Friday afternoon and I've just knocked off work and I'm thirsty for some ice cold beer. So I get home and have about 8 beverages while I organise some mates to head to the pub. I arrive at the pub and spend some quality time with mates in the bar lane as it gets to around midnight and some of my mates decide to call it a night. I head to the toilet for a piss in the cubicle so I could also have a sneaky vape. Just fucking go outside, you lazy fuck. God, vapors are so fucking lazy, eh? You can't even be bothered having a ciggy, so you have a vape.
Bro, if you could smoke inside, you would.
100%.
Yeah, see?
Fuck, I love it. There's nothing better than punching darts inside. Anyway, it's at this point I decide that I'm a little bit horny. At this time, I was horny. I wasn't exactly a guy that could talk to girls and find my way into meaningful one-night relationships like some. So my bright idea was to go onto a certain website and find myself a lovely lady that I can part with some hard-earned dollars for. And I quickly leave the bathroom and say goodbye to my remaining mates and begin the stumble home. Now, remember at this point, very well lubricated. And at the start of this website search for ladies, I was being through... At the start of this website search for ladies I was being through, that slowly faded. I found this lady in her 30s, and at this point I stopped looking at pictures and was just sending a fucking message to every number I got my hands on. I get a response back from a lady, let's call her Alice for the sake of the story, and I'm all in. She's a lady in her 30s. I'm thinking she'll be experienced so she can be the one to take my virginity. We set up a time and we meet, and I'm all in. So I'm deducing the fact that this person is 18, possibly older, and has yet to...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fucking paying for the first up run is pretty...
Good to get some runs on the board.
That it is. We shouted a mate, actually, for his first time, which would have been quite similar.
Friend.
Yeah. Funny story. Fucking shall we... I'll share it. It's pretty funny.
No, finish the war story. Save it for Monday.
Fuck, it's bad. Okay, I'll save it for Monday. Turns out he didn't know how things worked. He paid for something else. Anyway, I quickly head home to get changes, some tidier town clothes, and choose the sensible option of booking an Uber. As I'm in the Uber, I'm imagining these scenarios of a sexy 30-year-old blonde answering the door, wearing a robe and heels, revealing her lingerie underneath. A woman that would sweep me off my feet and teach me the ways of the world, if you will. Well, I arrive in the Uber and knock at the door. Turns out, not looking at the pictures in my inebriated state was fail number one. It is not a sexy 30-year-old in a robe and heels answering the door. In fact, it's a rather overweight woman wearing a simple white crop top and black granny panties. And nonetheless, I soldiered on in and entered the house with only one task in mind, to lose my bastard virginity. We talked for a little bit, then we romantically lay down on the inflatable air mattress that was set up in the living room floor. We kissed a little bit. She felt me up. Then the clothes came off. Embarrassingly, she told me to grab some lube. I went with both hands. She told me just one, and then directed my hand to her neither regions. Once I got my bearings, my hand was there doing full Dora the Explorer, and I was very quickly realizing she certainly had a lot of experience. She then reaches for a condom and actually has struggle putting it on. I guess a negative of having a curvy old fella. I guess that's a negative of having a curvy old fella. Either way, she gets it on and starts to go. Now, I bet you're wondering, how does it feel? Good, great, out of this world. Well, actually, it was a bit fucking man. We go for a good 5 seconds, and then I arrive at the destination. Fucking oath, how good, my virginity gone. But also, this whole sex thing is overhyped. It's rather anticlimactic. Once we clean up, I pay her, but then also offer a dart. She accepts, and then turns out her girlfriend is upstairs as well. Enter stage right, another girl coming down the stairs with only shorts on and her tits out in the wild.
This is wild.
And to answer your question, no, she wasn't a fucking stunner either. I missed out on, it wasn't the stunner that I missed out on, so I was still happy with it at all. To the end of the night, I smoke a dart with the sex worker that I shagged and her girlfriend who is also a sex worker. The world can be an interesting place, I tell you. Before I left, I was told I could get a discount on a threesome with a
Oh my gosh.
I could get a discount on a threesome with the both of them. I decided to leave it at that, as this is my first and last experience with sex workers. Anyway, cheers for the listening to the David Longy. Hopefully it's brought a couple of laughs. Up the wires and also up the landers, which is a fucking dead set giveaway that he lives in the south. So it's not actually from Cape Reinga to the Bluff, it's pretty much from fucking Oamaru to Invercargill.
Oh my gosh. I don't think anybody's first time is amazing, is it?
Oh, no, he's not wrong. It is fucking generally overhyped. I don't know anyone that was like, man, that's the best pipe that I've ever laid.
Like, life changing.
Oh, yeah.
I've never heard that.
Cheapest creepers. I tell you, like, it was just exactly how I watched it in the magazines.
Oh, man.
And on that cheery note, I think we can probably wrap this one up.
Yeah, absolutely. Up to for the weekend, lads, just quickly, watching the Wars.
Yes, Wars, and then getting shit sorted. We're off to Asia. I'm looking forward to it. Singapore, here we come. Never been, really. So
Singapore's amazing. My old
Yeah.
man used to love their incredible cuisine. It's like a melting pot of all Asian cuisines.
Yeah.
My weekend shooting a music video, boys.
Whee!
Yeah, for the Boondocks. Look them up if you're international. They're
Yes.
legends. They got a
Sick.
brand new song, so being typecast as a sweaty bogan. So that'll be a bit of fun. And then finally getting out on the boat. Now my arm's healed up. I bought a boat 5 weeks ago now. So I've been sitting in my driveway looking at it. So Saturday, pleasure cruise with the missus, Man of War Vineyard, a few wines and cheeses on board.
Yes.
Sunday out in the Monaco with the boys, hunting big snaps. And,
Oh, you're
some
going both?
goods. Yeah, going both sides, bro.
Yes, sick. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Double penny for Benny.
Good luck with that. And then semi-retired for the next couple of weeks. You don't have to do this or the radio show, which is nice.
Yeah, I do a longer show though when you boys are away, so my night show goes a bit longer, and I'm going to help Westy Lee as well, so I'll jump in with him as a prod, and we'll have some yarns, and it'll give us a bit of time to organise all the stone skimming and line stuff up for when you're back.
Righto. Well, the podcast will be released, like we said, over the next few days. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, both weeks there'll be something for you to climb into. And if you're Sniper Elite, something for you to win. That is money can't buy, because we're never making those items again.
No.
That's 10.
Yeah, nah.
Fucking yeah, nah.
Welcome to Not For Radio.
That has been Not For Radio. Have yourself an epic couple of weeks. We'll be back with more Not For Radio action properly in a couple of weeks.
Massive thanks to our show sponsors, Classic Builders. If you're looking at getting something up out of the ground, go and see the team at Classic Builders.
Yeah, and they do the house and land or design and build. If you've got a specific idea, especially obviously here in New Zealand, or maybe looking at coming over, then get in touch with the crew. Go well, go long,
And up the wires.
up the wires.
You've been listening to Jay and Dunc's Not For Radio podcast. Thanks for listening. I hope to see you soon.